Good morning, 2F, and happy Friday. I hope you are all okay at home, keeping busy and working hard. Thank you to everybody that's already sent me their work in. I've been really impressed with the work you've done, and an extra gold star for Iman because you sent in some artwork as well that you've been working on. So well done to you and your mum at home. Now we're going to carry on with our English, and this is going to be our last bit of big writing for this text. And we are carrying on with Rapunzel. So I'm going to switch us over to my PowerPoint so we can talk through what we're doing today. So here we are again, 2F with Rapunzel. I'm starting to wonder if those eyes are a little bit sneaky as well, maybe less afraid than we thought she was before. So we're going to quickly just look through the pages that we've already looked at. So we know that at the start of the story, Rapunzel was in her tall dark tower and she was trapped by this witch that visited her every day. And she used to call up to her to let down her hair, and she always climbed up like a rope. That was the only way into the tower. And then every day with a swish swish she would brush her hair, and with a snip snip she stole some golden locks to sell for riches. And as she left, she would always tell Rapunzel she could never escape and that she would put a terrible curse on her. We thought that was a little bit scary, didn't we? But then this happened. But was Rapunzel frightened? Oh no, not she. If the witch could use her hair to get in, Rapunzel could use it to get out. So one day she did. And yesterday you sent me lots of brilliant adjectives to describe the character of Rapunzel now. Let's have a look at what happens next. After climbing down from the tall tower, Rapunzel pulled her hair free and looked around. Then she started to explore. And you see how excited she looks here and over here, looking over at the animals. The thought of returning to the tower made her sad. It's a shame about that witch, she thought to herself. Now, do you think Rapunzel's in all of these places at once? What do you think this shows us? Did you guess? This shows us all of the different activities she did during her time out of the tower. And here, this is a bit sneaky, she's reading a book called How to Defeat Witches. I wonder how Rapunzel's feeling when she's escaped from the tower. She looks like she's having a really lovely time, doesn't she? So let's have a look at some of the adjectives that you thought of to describe Rapunzel now. Brave, clever, joyful, free, excited, delighted, happy, cheerful, adventurous, and inventive. That's a great word. Well done to the person who thought of inventive. She has been very inventive. That means she's invented something. She's thought of a way to escape, hasn't she? And then delighted and joyful and cheerful and happy are synonyms again. There's some more interesting words to use there than just happy. Instead of saying very, very happy, you could use the one adjective, delighted. So today we are going to write a diary entry in role as Rapunzel. Now we have to get our Rapunzel hats on. So pop your Rapunzel hat on because you are going to be Rapunzel now. I know some of you wanted to be the prince, but he hasn't turned up, has he? I wonder, do you think a prince is going to come? So have you all got your Rapunzel hats on? So when we write our diary entry, we are going to try to remember these things. Punctuation, really that's focusing on our full stops and capital letters. Conjunctions, the words we use to join our sentences. Feelings, how Rapunzel is feeling at the moment. Time adverbials, they're those clever words that teach us when something happened. You're all going to do your very best to sound out to spell. And if we can, we're trying to include some adjectives to describe. Now, not all of you will be able to do every single one of these. It is only the very start of the year. So I want you to look and think, Do I really need to concentrate on my full stops and capital letters? Is that my target? Has Mrs. Freeman been asking me to use conjunctions? Did I remember to include feelings last time I wrote my diary entry? And then we'll have a look at time adverbials and adjectives together now. I'm going to do an example for you so that you can see what type of thing I'm asking for, and then you are going to have a time to go and have a go at writing it on your own. I'm going to try really hard to include everything in my one, so you have an example of each. A diary tells us when things have happened, so the first thing we must remember to do is the date. So today is Friday, 25th of September 2020. Now, can you remember those two important words that we need to start a diary? Oh, if you said Dear Diary, you are absolutely right. Dear Diary, and then we go on to the next line, don't we? So I'm going to tell my reader when it was, and remember I'm being Rapunzel. So today started, how did it start? Well, just like any other boring day. And I'm going to use my first conjunction. I'm going to say, but it ended very differently. Her day wasn't normal, was it? So, my first time adverbial, I'm going to say when it happened. This morning. Now, what did I do? I woke up and got dressed. Just a normal day, wasn't it? Next time adverbial, then. That's what I did next. What did she do? I looked out of my only window. She only has one, doesn't she? Looked out my only window, and there's a conjunction to extend my sentence to give more information, and waited for the witch. End of the sentence. What do I put at the end of the sentence to F? Well done, a full stop. So I need another time adverbial. After a while, that tells me when it happened. After a while, she came walking down the path, skipping down the path, strolling down the path. I like that when you stroll, you've got purpose down the path, and ordered me, so that means she really told me I had to do it, ordered me to let down my hair. What other information can I give? She shouts up at me every single morning. And how do I feel? And it makes me so angry. I want the person that reads this to read it as she shouts up at me every single morning and it makes me so angry. So I'm going to use an exclamation mark there so my reader reads it in that voice. What can I say about the witch? What a rude witch she is. That's an exclamation sentence there. So another time adverbial, I'm going to say when it happened. So when she had climbed up, put my comma in, when she had climbed up, she started brushing my hair over and over again. Do I put at the end of a sentence? Full stop. And remember, when we write a diary, it's like we're talking to a friend or just having a chat. So I'm going to exclaim now, boring, with another exclamation mark. So when she had climbed up, she started brushing my hair over and over again. Boring. Next, another time adverbial to say when it happened with a comma. Next, snip, snip. Snip, snip. She stole some of my hair to sell. Another time adverbial, I'm going to say this happens all the time. So as usual, comma, she cackled her warning about her curse. What do I think about her curse now? Not scared anymore, so her silly curse doesn't scare me. She thinks that she is a terrifying witch, but I'm not scared. As soon as she had left, so that tells me when it happened, as soon as she had left, what did I do? I used my hair to climb, remember it's got that at the end, to climb out of the window. How am I feeling now? It was so much fun. I love being outside of the tower. So I've put that ED at the end there, loved, it's already happened. I loved being outside of the tower. I explored the whole forest. I'm going to do a list of activities now, so I'll use a comma. I explored the whole forest. I met new friends. And one more, so it's an and I read a very interesting book. And then how did she feel? Do we remember 2F? I remember she said she didn't want to go back. If you forget how she was feeling, you can go back on this PowerPoint and have a look at what she said. I didn't want to return tower, but I had to. It's a shame about that witch. I've used some words there that I saw in the text, so I've magpied them. I've borrowed them from the text to use in my writing. It's a shame about that witch, and I can't wait to escape again tomorrow. And then I'll finish it off with my name. Okay, so I've used lots of different things in my writing there, haven't I? We've got the date, Friday the 25th of September 2020. Dear Diary, that's how we always start. Today started just like any other boring day, but it ended very differently, full stop. This morning I woke up and got dressed, full stop. Then I looked out of my only window and waited for the witch, full stop. After a while she came strolling down the path and ordered me to let down my hair, full stop. She shouts up at me every single morning and it makes me so angry. What a rude witch she is. When she had climbed up, she started brushing my hair over and over again, full stop. Boring. Next, snip, snip, she stole some of my hair to sell. As usual, she cackled her warning about her silly curse. She thinks that she is a terrifying witch, but I'm not scared. As soon as she had left, I used my hair to climb out of the window. It was so much fun. I loved being outside of the tower. I explored the whole forest. I met new friends. I read a very interesting book. And I read a very interesting book. That wouldn't make sense if it didn't have the and. I didn't want to return. I can see I've missed a letter to the tower, but I had to. It's a shame about that witch. I can't wait to escape again tomorrow. Rapunzel. Now let's pop back here. So remember, we need to include punctuation, conjunctions, feelings, time adverbials, next, later, then, after, finally. Try and sound out to spell your words, and if you can, to make it really interesting, use some adjectives to describe. I'm really excited to see your work again, year 2, that you'll email me once you've finished. and I will see you all again on Monday on the website with your next bit of work. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.